one man is consigned to live entirely within the present, with terrible consequences. Clive Wearing has the worst case of amnesia ever known. 20 years ago, he lost his memory, and now his wife, Deborah, is the only person he recognizes.
Clive really only has less than 30 seconds memory, and sometimes it's as little as perhaps 7 seconds. It's as little as a sentence.
I'm going to see your sister, Adele. Her daughter's got married recently in New Zealand. And so they're having a party.
Funny how the ladies acquire a different title when they get married.
Do you know who I'm going to see tomorrow?
Buckingham Palace.
No, really guess.
I don't know.
You don't know? Adele.
Oh, I see.
Do you know why I'm going?
No.
She's having a party at her house tomorrow.
It's her birthday, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
No.
It's to do with her daughter.
I see.
Do you know why her daughter's having a party?
No.
Guess.
No, I don't.
She's just got married.
Oh, I see.
She just got married in... Do you know what country she just got married in?
No, I don't.
In New Zealand.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The sentence he is in, he will probably have forgotten the sentence before. You ask him a question and he'll give you an answer, but while he's giving you the answer, he's already forgotten the question. That's how short it is.
I'm going to see your kids tomorrow.
You want to see my kids?
Yeah, your children.
What are they up to now?
Do you know what they're up to now?
No.
Guess what you think they're up to.
No idea, I couldn't guess. I don't know what their O-levels were. They hadn't got an O-level last time I was conscious. So I didn't know what possible thing they could do, did I?
No.
No, I couldn't possibly guess.
Where do you think they are?
No idea. I don't know where I am.
Yep.
All he has is void behind him.
It's been like death. I've never seen a human being before, never had a dream or a thought. The brain has been totally inactive, day and night the same. No thoughts at all. As far as I'm concerned, the doctors have been totally incompetent. I've never seen a doctor the whole time. Oh, look, it's come. Oh, you're wonderful.
That's a very musical kiss. I'm dizzy. I don't know which part of the room I'm standing in.
Can we dance?
Clive Wearing has one of the worst cases of amnesia in the world.
I know what it's like to be dead now. Day and night the same, blank. No difference in dreams or anything like that, no senses at all. The brain has been totally inactive. No dreams and no thoughts of any kind whatever.
Clive was a renowned conductor living in London when he was struck down by a virus in 1985. Parts of his brain were completely destroyed, including his memory. However, his ability to play music is unaffected.
Do you feel different when you play music?
I've never heard a note since I've been ill. I don't know what it's like to play music when you're unconscious.
You played us some music about 2 minutes ago.
Not known to me. Totally unknown. I've never heard a note yet.
Clive's case became known to millions when a television documentary was made about him in 1986. Alone and confused in hospital, without his memory, the only person he recognised was his wife, Deborah.
What's been wrong? Can you just tell me what the illness has been? I mean, I really can't get to this sort of stuff. I'm actually conscious now for the first time. I just want to find out what the bloody hell they've been doing, what's been wrong with me. Because I haven't a fucking clue.
Well,
I've never seen anyone at all.
20 years later, Clive only has a 7-second memory before his mind goes blank. What has life been like for Clive and his family? Deborah is planning a momentous trip for Clive.
Where would you like to go?
Best pub in the country.
If you could go anywhere, where would you like to go?
No idea. No idea.
Well, I'm going to take you home.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's marvellous, yes.
Do you know where home is?
No.
Guess.
Yesterday.
Home is yesterday.
Yes,
That's not a bad answer, actually. Home is yesterday. That's true.
Yesterday never
and
stops.
home is also next Tuesday.
Oh, I see.
And we're going... I live in Reading.
Oh, I see.
You ever...
It looks like
been to
reading
Reading?
the way it spells, doesn't it?
Do you think you've ever been to Reading?
Yes, I have been.
Have you?
Yes. I've been to almost every city there is never.
I suppose you could have gone when Howard was studying there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know you'd ever been there.
Yes, it's
You
very
never
familiar.
mentioned Reading.
No, it's not. It's not a very interesting place, but I have a memory of going there.
Yeah, not a very interesting place.
No.
No. Can you name a town in Berkshire?
No, I can't. I can't remember the geography.
Do you know where I live?
No.
Guess.
I have no idea.
Begins with R.
No idea.
Reading.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Spelt wrong. That should be reading. What's that one? The King of Nigeria.
Clive is going home for the first time in 13 years.
Do you remember the car your parents drove, your father drove?
No, I can't remember what it's all about.
You remember the number plate?
EON 941.
EON 941?
Yeah.
You do?
But I can't remember the car.
Do you remember the phone number when you were a little boy?
3164.
Yeah.
Remarkably, Clive can still recall details from his childhood, numbers embedded in his memory before he became ill. There's another guest expected for lunch, Clive's youngest son Edmund, who has not seen his father for 7 years.
Things that I used to do with my father always revolved around his work. It was, we'd be either going to places such as the British Museum for his research, or we'd be going to concert venues or recording venues. We would often end up in churches, and he could walk into a church or a cathedral anywhere in Europe and read it like a book. He had a vast amount of knowledge, and that's just been wiped out. It's been a difficult time.
Today, Clive's sister Adele has come to see him.
And I used to take the children to see him, but he used to get very aggressive. He was very angry. You know, there was one occasion when I went to see him on my own, and he just, when I said who I was, he attacked me, almost, grabbed hold of me very aggressively. And the staff came in and sort of calmed it down. But he'd remembered me when I was younger. He just said, no, you're too old.
Well, that's all four of us, is it? Yeah.
That's what Adele looked like when how old do you think you all were then?
I was 10 or 11.
I think I'm about 4 there, actually.
About 4?
Yeah, so you're about 9 or 10 then.
Yeah.
And how?
Jeff looked enormous compared with us.
And he went off to sea when he was 15, didn't he?
Yes, he went to the Merchant Navy.
Yeah, but the ships travel really quite slowly compared with the aircraft, don't they?
Oh, very slowly,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah. I used to go and visit him. I found it just so difficult. And not easy to talk to him at all. My husband, who'd got no connection with him, found it much easier. He could talk about things that were totally irrelevant and quite happily carry on a conversation with him, but I have always found that extremely difficult thing to do.
Oh, shame.
It's been lovely to see you.
I must prefer seeing you than see me.
Yeah, see you. All right.
Oh, wonderful.
Bye-bye for now. Okay. You stay there and I'll...
You open the door.
I will.
You going?
I'm going.
Oh, shame.
Bye-bye.
Back at the speed of light, please.
I'll do my best. Bye.
Isn't she wonderful?
Do you remember Adele sitting next to you?
No. No.
Can you remember what she was wearing?
No. Never seen her. You're the first human beings I've seen, 3 of you. 2 men and 1 lady, the first piece of people I've seen since I've been ill. No difference in day and night, no thoughts at all, no dreams. Day and night, the same blank. Precisely like death.
Is it very hard?
No. Exactly the same as being dead, which is not difficult, is it? To be dead is easy. You don't do anything at all. You can't do anything when you're dead. It's been the same. Exactly.
Do you miss your old life?
Yes. But I've never been conscious to think that. So I've never been bored or upset. Never been anything at all, exactly the same as death. No dreams even. Day and night the same.
When you miss your old life, you say, yes, I miss my old life. What do you miss?
The fact that I was a musician. And in love.
He'll say things like, do you know what it's like? And that's really dangerous, because I said yes once, because I was just saying yes, no, yeah. That was disastrous. I've never said that again since.
Why?
Because he says, you don't know what it's like. How do you know? Of course, he's right, isn't he? So there's no way you're going to know what it's like.
So he's still got some fight in him.
Oh, yeah. But that's the thing, is probably 3/4 of his personality is still there functioning normally. He will analyse what's happened. He said, well, the doctors must be very interested in this. It's a very unusual case. He worked it all out over and over again, because he doesn't really remember that he worked it out an hour ago.
Deborah's done more for Dad than any other single person. And I very much doubt that I could have done that for him. And that's hard. That's very hard. I think I'd have given up.
When did you last see your father?
I wouldn't like to say when it was, because I really can't remember. It's too hard. I wanted him to walk me down the aisle when I got married, and he couldn't. I wanted him to know that I'd had his grandchildren, and he couldn't. So he's a lovely person. He's Clive now. Dad's gone.
Considering he's still one of the most amnesic people in the world, he's pretty peaceful. Considering he doesn't know where he is or what century it is, or what time he got up that morning, or that he's in a place where he lives. Considering all of that, his state of mind is extraordinarily calm, happy, content, and very much himself. He's himself.
If you could do anything now, if you had free choice, what would you do next?
I would gin and tonic, I think. With a cigarette. And then, of course, waiting for time to elude and disappear, and her arrival.